Before I show you my actual websites, I would just like to show you something else. I'm going to look for a guy named Matt Parker, who's a world famous mathematician. Just to show you how famous he is, he's been around a long time, and here's some of his stuff here, just to give you an idea of how popular this guy is. Here's 6.8 million views, 5.7 million views, 4 million views, 3 million views. Okay, the guy, he's world famous, and he's also associated with these other groups, these scientific groups that have channels on YouTube for potassium and the guys like that. He's knows all those guys. He actually works for the College of, I think for the College of London or something like that. He's an expert in math education. He's coming with some stuff on his own. He's a big guy. He's big into pi. The number of pi. He's got always a calculation pi. Anyway, a few years ago, I ran upon this guy, and he had this this quiz he gave to everybody right here. It was called the 3 Indistinguishable Dice Puzzle. And you see how many views on it? 853,000 views so far, as of today, which is the 14th of March, 2023. Probably have a million views on it pretty soon, okay? But in this video, he asked a question: how could you map 3 indistinguishable dice into a 2 dice combination? Do a fair mapping on it. Now, just coincidentally, I have a patent in that. That particular thing, I got a patent where I actually have already come up with a 3 indistinguishable dice to 2 dice mapping in my patent. And so I felt I had to really tell this guy about it. So he did. He made it like a challenge. So I started writing him all kinds of emails. I made a whole bunch of videos, really long videos, long dragged out videos. I actually made 3 videos. It was 70 minutes long, over an hour long, And somehow he got all my messages and stuff like that. He replied to me and stuff like that. And sure enough, he came up with a solutions video a little later on. I just all of a sudden noticed that all of a sudden I had a bunch of subscribers. I didn't know where they came from, Like I had 100 subscribers all of a sudden in 1 hour, because apparently he had released this solutions video. And I'd like to show that to you real quick here. Okay, here it is. It's called The Solution to the 3 Indistinguishable Dice Puzzle. And it has right now 442,000 views on it right now as I speak. So he talked about me in this video for a long time, okay? So at least 442,000 people have seen my bullshit, okay? Let me just show you that real quick because I'm really proud of this. The solution has to do with the permutations that you can get. For example, when you throw 2 dice, like let's say you're rolling the number 11, there's 2 ways of rolling it. You can roll a 5 and a 6 or a 6 and a 5. But if you're rolling like the number 8, let's say you're rolling a hard 8, that means that it's a 4 and a 4, okay? There's only one way of rolling that, okay? There's only one permutation of that, but there's 2 permutations for the other numbers that you got in the 2 dice craps, and you can extend that off to 3 dice craps, or you're rolling 3 indistinguishable dice. There's actually 3 different permutations. You can roll like what's called a triple, like a 3-3-3, all of the same roll, or you can roll what's called a double. That'd be like something like a I'm going to show you a double here. Would be like the 1-1-2 here. That's where 2 are the same but one's different, okay? And the last thing you can roll is something called a single, where like for example here the number 2-3-5. Well, basically all the numbers are different. So there's different permutations. Turns out the ones that are all different, the single ones, there's actually 6 different ways that can come up, okay? That can be a 2-3-5 or a 3-2-5 or a 5-2. There's 6 different ways that can be done, okay? Now with the doubles, okay, like where there's two the same and one different, there's 3 permutations to that, okay? And just like with 2 dice, anything that's like all the same, like 1-1-1, or those are called triples, there's only one way of doing those, okay? So in 2 dice, there's a total of 36 possible rolls, but there's only 21 distinct, unique permutations, okay? And in the game of 3 indistinguishable dice, there's 216 rolls, but there's different levels of permutations, okay? And you have to map the levels of permutations from one set of dice to the other. That's how it's actually solved, okay? And what he's showing here is one of the solutions that was turned in by some of the guys here. And I'd like to play this for you right now, if you'll bear with me.
Exactly the grid you will get if you take all the solutions from our original 1 dice problem and use Katie and Paul's flowchart to fill in the 2nd dice. And you can see how fair it is. I recommend watching their videos. They explain it in a bit more detail and show some of the code they use to double check it. It really is a nice result. Before I get to my absolute #1 favorite solution, a few honorable mentions to people who did far more than was actually required. First up, Marty Wollner. Well done, Marty. So Marty produced 3 response videos to my original video, which total over 70 minutes. Yes, over an hour of combined footage. He also commented on other people's results.
Now, I know you can't see it with the resolution we're showing here, but he's showing you here screenshots from the 3 videos I sent. And he's got these ordered in a way that they're corresponding to what he's talking about me. And he must have taken a really long time to go through my videos and all my documentation and come up with this 3.5 minute commentary about me. And I'm really, really thankful he did it, man. Really.
He wrote new pages on his website with more details, and he sent me several emails. Now, if you look at Marty's websites, he's got all of the random capitalization, bold, and colorful highlighting that normally indicates someone is not of the hinged persuasion. But Marty, in this case, was right on the money. I can tell you, he has been thinking about this puzzle for longer than anyone else. He is the self-described king.
So that was the reason I'm even showing you this here. Okay, I'm not trying to show you anything about my my patents that I've got in the 3 dice mapping, but I'm trying to prove to you this guy is obviously a world famous, highly qualified guy. He's read through my documentation. He knows I'm not full of shit. And although my documents look like they were made by a crazy man.
Now, if you look at Marty's websites, he's got all of the random capitalization, bold, and colorful highlighting that normally indicates someone is not of the hinged persuasion. But Marty, in this case, was right on the money. I can tell you, he has been thinking about this puzzle for longer than anyone else. He is the self-described king of mapping. You see, Marty had already come up to a solution to this problem before I even asked the question. He had a pre-existing mapping to go from 3 indistinguishable dice to 2 dice. Marty also pointed out to me that people have been thinking about 3 indistinguishable dice for a very long time. The first recorded example is Galileo. Yes, born in the 1500s, the literal Renaissance man himself, Galileo wrote a paper about the results from 3 indistinguishable dice. Now, the reason Marty was thinking about it was for strictly gambling reasons. He's actually got a patent on this. Well, not on this. He hasn't patented his mapping from 3 dice to 2, although that is in his patent application. What he has patented is the concept of doing more than one mapping from a random event to other random distributions, specifically for gambling. Now, to my non-patent ear, this all sounds a bit general, but he has actually got it awarded. So who am I to argue? And he uses a great example. You can imagine rolling a single dice, and you can map that onto a game where people are betting on 6 options, let's say a goose-based race, betting on 3 options, rock, paper, scissors, or a simple 2-option coin flip. And so by rolling a single dice, you can have 3 groups of people all playing different games at the same time. And he did this mapping because you could have people playing something like a 2 dice version of craps using the result from a 3-dice rolling similar game. And Marty's mapping, you can't do it yourself in your head. It's designed to be done by a computer. If you watch his videos, which I kind of recommend, you will see loads of computer code. This has not been designed to do by humans, and he's gone for some unusual properties that I didn't think about. So he claims he's got bilateral symmetry. So let's say you're playing 3 dice and 2 dice simultaneously. Values which you go out on in craps work for both of them, and if you get a high value in one version, you're guaranteed to get a high value in the other one. And so it's more fun for lots of people playing different games, but kind of together. So well done, Marty. You have truly outdone yourself.
I really did outdo myself, man. He has me pegged totally right. He can tell by my videos I'm kind of stupid, you know, but I still did accomplish what I set out to accomplish there, which shows you I'm not full of shit, which is the point of this video right here. Even though I got crazy looking websites, the contents of them may not be all that crazy. And just FYI, this patent is still in effect right now, and you can look it up. And I also have another patent that's also related to the game of craps as well. Thanks a lot.